Okay.
Well, let's just tune in, just finding any adjustments to your body, and just settling in and finding that sensory experience, connecting the feet to the ground, connecting your seat to the chair, and just noticing any adjustments that you are feeling called to make as you settle into your neutral position, finding this upright spine, allowing for the breath to begin to draw your focus, draw your attention inward, away from your to-do list, away from anything that may have happened before your practice or anything that's coming up for you today. We're flexing that awareness muscle, drawing that focus inward, and tuning in to the breath. Find that lengthening and deepening of the breath on your next inhale. Feel that sense of come in through the nose, down the spine, gently expanding the belly, and then allowing the exhale to just soften your body. Allowing for a few rounds of breath to emerge, creating an even length to your inhale and exhale, taking a soft gaze with the eyes, or maybe even closing the eyes just for our opening tune in. That lengthening and deepening of the breath really allows us to notice the sensations in the body, to feel that spaciousness that the breath brings us. Just noticing the effects of the breath in little micro movements, releasing tension in the shoulders, the jaw. Now, maybe taking a moment to tune in a bit deeper to your heart space, rounding out mind, body, and spirit. What is your intention that is emerging today, deep within your spirit? Maybe it's just self care, moving the body, loving the body. Maybe you want to focus on something else that's bothering you, a relationship or another problem. Just holding space for that as an intention, as one point of focus for your spirit today. Beautiful. So, on your next inhale, notice the lengthening of the spine. Feel that magnetic pull on the crown of the head. And as you exhale, release any tension before we begin to move our body freely. Inhaling again to lengthen. And then let's exhale to the left, allowing that left ear to fall towards the shoulder, stretching that right side, and just holding here as you continue to breathe. Softening the shoulders. Can you actually feel what the weight of your head feels like? Just suspended in air, hovering above the shoulder. And now deepening that stretch on the right side of your neck. Let's take this right hand and allow it to fall off the lap. Continuing to breathe with length. Deepening the breath allows that space to really tune in to what's happening in the body. One more deep exhale to just deepen that stretch on the right side. And then inhale, the crown of the head gently floats up, hand returns to your lap. And pausing here to just feel the difference from one side of the neck to the other. We're making that brain-body connection, creating new neural pathways. Inhale to lengthen the spine, and then exhale, allow that right ear now to fall towards the right shoulder. Just feel that stretch emerge naturally without pushing the head. We're just allowing it to fall into the gentle grasp of gravity. And then deepening that stretch, this left hand now can fall towards the floor, allowing the fingertips to be gently pulled with gravity. deepening your awareness of that stretch from the tip of the ear to the tips of the fingers. Maybe you feel the collarbone in your awareness, or the outside of the arm. As you exhale, deepen that stretch one last time, and then inhale, draws the crown of the head up, hand returns to your lap. Tuning into the neck. Let's take an inhale here to lengthen, and then as you exhale, bow the forehead down, chin comes towards chest. And just feeling the muscles on the back of the neck emerge in your awareness. With each exhale, can you feel the space between your chin and your chest narrow a bit more? We're just moving in micro spaces. Beautiful. On your next inhale, crown of the head floats up. Feel those muscles gently guide your head back upright. I'm just pausing here to tune in. Beautiful. Let's bring our block in, excuse me, just activating our lower body, allowing that block to be placed between the knees, and just taking a gentle grasp of it, allowing the block to be suspended between gentle pressure of your upper legs. We're not pulling the knees together or clenching these muscles. We're just creating this gentle engagement, drawing that focus inward, allowing the breath to guide that sensory experience. Can you feel that gentle engagement of the lower body, the upper legs, and then allowing the hands to fall at your side. As we move the upper body, we're creating this gentle engagement here. Softening on your next exhale so that we can all sync up in our breath together. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up to heart space, tapping the chest. And then as you exhale, rotate your wrists, palms face down and back. Inhale up. Exhale down and back. Inhale up. As you exhale and come down and back, feel that engagement of the upper arm. Inhale up and exhale down and back. Tuning into the energetics as you inhale, sweep Mother Earth energy in. As you exhale, sweep excess energy away from your heart. Inhale up. Exhale, releasing anything that doesn't serve you from your heart space. Inhale up and exhale down and back. Inhaling up and exhale down. Let's add on, challenging our brain here. Inhaling up to heart space. This time, as you exhale, open yourself up, stretching through these chest muscles. Inhale back to center and exhale down and back. Alternating here. Inhale up to heart space. Exhale, open the chest. Exhale, draw that awareness in. And exhale down and back. Inhaling up to heart space. Exhale, open. Inhale, draws your hands right back to chest, and exhale down and back. Inhale up to heart space. Exhale, open. Pulling the elbows back gently opens that chest, and then inhale, come back in, and exhale down and back. Let's do two more. Inhale up. Exhale, open. Inhale back and exhale down. One more. Inhale, sweeping energy into your heart. Exhale, what are you releasing? Opening the chest. Inhale, drawing energy back in, and exhale down and back. Beautiful. Let's release ourselves back to neutral. Maybe shake it out a bit. Tuning in, settling back into neutral. And pausing here, just feel what you feel. After all that movement, what are you feeling in your muscles? What parts of the body are really arising in your awareness? And just noticing what's happening in the mind. It's that practice of releasing those thoughts of judgment, just making a brain-body connection, connecting to your body.
I feel a real strong in my shoulders and posterior.
Oh, good, beautiful. Yeah, we want to open this up to really release everything that we do to shorten those muscles all day long in this position when we're on our phones or when we're bent and hovering over our typical daily lives. That's beautiful. Well, let's bring in a little bit of core engagement and just activating, moving down from our neck to from our shoulders now down to this core. As you inhale, let's draw that belly breath in by expanding the belly. And then as you exhale, let's create that gentle engagement. Notice what happens when you just gently draw the belly button back towards the spine. Inhale to expand, and an exhale draws that core back in. Inhale to expand, and exhale, gently engaging the core. Now let's add on another layer, bringing that block back in. We're going to notice that gentle engagement of the upper legs. We're going to bring in that core, and we're going to work our side stabilizers, creating that engagement of the side core as well. It's going to help build that strength in our core so that we can catch ourselves. Maybe if we trip up, it keeps us mobile, and especially these muscles allow for greater breath movement, moving that oxygen throughout our muscles as well. So just noticing, again, going back to that breath engagement, creating that gentle grasp of the block, activating our lower body. Inhale to expand the belly, and an exhale draws that awareness into the core. Let's release our hands to the side. Taking a nice inhale here, feel that imaginary magnet lengthening the spine for you from the crown of the head, and an exhale to soften so that we can move freely. So on your next inhale, let's raise that right hand out and up, create a stretch. And then as you exhale, shift your body weight, activating these core muscles on the side. Inhale brings you back up, and exhale softens the hand down. Inhale out and up with the left hand. Exhale, shift your body weight in your chair. Activate your core on your side. Inhale back up, and exhale, hand floats down. Inhale out and up with the right. Exhale, shift your body weight. Find that limit before you fall off the chair. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale out and up with the left, reaching for the ceiling. Exhale, shift. Draw that awareness into the core. Inhale back up, and exhale, hand floats down. Inhale out and up with the left or the right. Exhale, shift. Activate the core. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhaling out and up, stretching with the fingertips. Exhale, shift. Inhale up, and exhale down. Let's do one more round. Inhale out and up, reaching with the crown of the head and the fingertips. Exhale, taking your whole spine to the side. Inhale back up. Exhale down. Inhale out and up. You caught yourself. See, you have the muscles. Exhale, shift. Inhale back up, and exhale down. Beautiful. Pausing here, releasing the block. Maybe shake it out a bit. Settling in. Just feel what you feel. Do you shift yourself a little bit far there, Mom?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
nice. See, you caught yourself though, didn't you?
But
Beautiful reflexes. We're building those reflexes, and we're activating the muscles awareness when we bring ourselves a little bit out of alignment, especially away from that neutral position. Beautiful. Tuning in. Let's take a nice forward fold and allow our back to stretch. We're going to scoot ourselves forward to the edge of the chair, bringing yourself about halfway forward, finding yourself a little bit closer to the edge, but safely planted with your feet firmly planted on the ground. We're going to take an inhale here to lengthen. Hands are firmly planted on the knees. As you exhale, this is your first option, coming forward, leading with the chest. Nice tall spine. Pausing here. This is our first option. As you take an inhale, can you draw the shoulders away from the ears, lengthening the spine? And then as you exhale, just softening a bit into your lap. When you inhale, you'll feel that expansion of the back muscles. And then second option, on that next exhale, release yourself down to the ground, fingertips touching the ground, allowing the head to be released, releasing the neck. As you inhale, expand the back muscles, bringing in a nice gentle stretch. And as you exhale, softening in, releasing that tension away from the shoulders, feeling that sense of just being a rag doll draped over the strength of your lower body. And maybe bobbling the head a little bit, releasing the neck. One more deep inhale and exhale, stretching through the back and releasing through the shoulders. Beautiful. Planting your palms on your knees on your next inhale, crown of the head floats up nice and slow, just like a helium balloon, coming back up to neutral. Just pausing here. You might feel a little woozy. That's okay. Allowing yourself to just settle back in and just feel what you feel. Noticing the sensations in your body that are really arising in your awareness. Feel the softening of tension continuing to melt away. And just making that brain-body connection with your body. Let's take a nice wide stance, just creating that comfortable stance for your body. You might feel tension on the outside of your hips. That means just bring your feet in a little bit, or coming out, sort of taking a 45-degree angle from these front two legs of the chair. And just feel your feet firmly planted, fully supporting you. As you take an inhale, lengthening through the spine. As you exhale, soften through the shoulders. On your next inhale, let's begin that engagement of the lower body, lengthening through the spine. And then as you exhale, pushing down on the heels. Feel that activation of your lower body, your pelvic floor. Inhale, release, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, pressing down on the heels. Inhale, release. Exhale, press down on the heels. Inhale, release. Exhale, press down. Inhale, release. Let's create a little bit more movement in our thoracic region, taking a nice little twist for one final posture with this wide-legged stance here. So taking an inhale here, lengthen through the spine. And this time, as you exhale, rotate your shoulders and your upper body to the left and come down to that left leg, resting on the elbow. On your next inhale, unwind back up to center. Exhale, rotate and twist and come down. Inhale draws you right back up. Exhale, twist first and then come down. Inhaling back up, moving in and out a few times. Exhale, twist and come down. Inhaling back up. Exhale, twist and come down. Feel your body weight shift into the foot as you inhale and come back up, pressing down on that heel. Exhale, shift, come down. Inhale, press down on the right heel to draw yourself back up. Exhale, twist and come down. As you inhale, press down on the left foot and come back up. Exhale, twist and come down. Inhale, press down on the foot, come up. And this time we'll hold. As you exhale and twist, come down to rest yourself on that left leg. And now this right hand is on the opposite knee. Can you straighten the elbow, gently pushing away on that right knee, just creating a little stretch here in your hip joint. Any discomfort at all, just alleviate that pressure, just allowing the arm to just make that connection with your knee without pushing away. Inhaling in this position, As you exhale, gently stretching through the hip, pushing away on that right knee. One more breath. Inhale here and exhale, creating that twist and stretch. Beautiful. Inhale back up to neutral. And just pausing here in the middle to feel what you feel, noticing maybe a difference from one side to the other. Feel the difference between one leg to the other. And let's inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist as we're upright. And then continue to come down, resting on the elbow on your right leg now. Inhale to lengthen. And then as you exhale, take this left hand and gently push the knee away, creating that stretch in this left hip joint, in the inner thigh, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, softening into the stretch. We're strong and steady on the right side, and we're soft and yielding on the left. Sthira and Sukha. Beautiful. One more breath, one more stretch and release, and then inhale, come back up to neutral, unwind. Let's add the arms for a really strong, energetic practice. Let's move ourselves into goddess pose. So as you inhale, raise the arms up, taking this nice open star position. And then as you exhale, bend at the elbows, bringing our finger and our thumbs together, creating this beautiful goddess pose. How can you not feel strong and vibrant just in stillness in this posture? As you take an inhale, lengthen through the spine, draw the shoulders away from the ears, shining the heart forward. And as you exhale, creating that sense of softening, holding here, maybe even closing your eyes and tuning into the strength that's radiating out from your core center. Beautiful. On your next exhale, allow the arms to soften back down to your lap. Let's heel toe our feet back into neutral. Just pausing here to feel what you feel. Just noticing any sensations that are arising in your awareness. And just tuning back into the body, making those brain-body connections. Beautiful. We've primed our lower body for strength. Let's do a standing tree pose today, shall we? Create that strong sensation in the lower body. Let's do a couple of presses before we stand. So creating that breath to movement alignment again, taking an inhale to lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, draw awareness to the core, drawing the belly button gently towards the spine. Inhale here to lengthen. Let's create that exhale, pressing down on the heels as you lean forward like you're about to stand. Inhale draws you back. Exhale, activate the core, press down on the heels. Inhale, back up. Exhale, press down on the heels, activate your lower or your buns and your lower half of your body. Inhale, back up, and exhale, press on the heels. This time, let's stand. So inhale, back up. And then exhale, leaning forward, press down on those heels, allowing your body to rise to standing. Beautiful. Stepping yourself out and coming behind the chair for that added support. Option to stand behind the chair with both hands on the back of the chair, or to stand to the side of the back of the chair with one hand. Whatever choice you make, your body, moving through whatever options work for you. So stepping it out, let's just find that connection with the earth. Feel sort of all four corners of your feet. Find that even pressure that you have with the base of your feet. Finding your mountain pose. And creating that connection with the eyes, that helps with balance. Maybe finding a point of focus on the floor in front of you. Taking that soft gaze, feel that sensory experience of mountain pose. Your feet are firmly planted like the base of a mountain, broad and wide, safe and secure. Now on your next inhale, let's lengthen through the spine And then as you exhale, shift your body weight into that right foot. Just like we were doing in the chair, let's inhale back through center and exhale, shift our body weight now into the left or the right foot. Inhale through center, exhale to the left. Inhale through center, exhale to the right. Inhale through center, exhale to the left. Inhale through center, exhale to the right. Now this time, as you inhale through center, let's exhale into that left foot and hold it here. Just feel all your body weight sort of shifting into that right or the left foot, and then taking whatever option works for your right foot, getting light. Maybe you rest the heel against the ankle. Maybe the knee is facing forward and you rest on the ball of the foot or the tippy toe, or raising that foot up off the ground an inch or two. Your body, your choice. Feel the strength radiating up from the foot. Feel the lengthening of the spine, drawing that pressure out of your hip. You don't want to sink into that hip, drawing that length through the core and the breath. So again, as you exhale, notice that activation of the core holding you steady. Dropping the foot if you need to. We're going to hold for another 10 or 15 seconds. We're activating a little bit of bone strengthening now in this hip. When we hold tension or strength for 30 seconds, we're activating the body's natural response to build bone strength. Breathing into this, inhale and exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Allow that foot to drop down, step it out. Shake it out a little bit. Beautiful, strong postures. And just coming back to our mountain pose, feeling both feet firmly planted. Taking an inhale to lengthen out of the spine. And let's just take an exhale as we shift our body weight into the opposite foot, drawing that belly button back, activating the core to stabilize us. And then moving through whatever option with this left foot, resting the heel against the ankle, or maybe moving to the ball of the foot or the tippy toe, or lifting the foot up off the ground an inch or two. Breathing into your spine, lengthening. Exhale draws that awareness into the core. You might waver a bit. That's normal. That's natural. Just like a tree blows in the breeze. Allow your core stabilizers to keep you upright and steady. We're not looking for perfection or stillness. We're looking for steadiness. And that's what the breath and our core muscles bring us. Beautiful. Just 1 or 2 more rounds of breath, activating the body's natural response to build bone. Holding for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release that foot down. Step it out, nice and gentle. Moving the body, coming back into stillness, and just pausing here to feel what you feel. Feel what it feels like to be in the standing position and connect with the body rather than just the chair. Noticing what you need to do to respond to that communication you're having from your body. Is it compassion from the heart? Maybe you're feeling a little bit of discomfort. Is it strength that you're feeling? Can you feel that sense of gratitude from the heart space? Making that brain-body connection, making that body-spirit connection, drawing focus of the mind. Beautiful. Let's bring ourselves back to our seated position. Let's actually sit ourselves towards the front of the chair. I'd love to do some stretching today. So let's begin. Let's do our figure 4 stretch, which is going to bring in some stretching in our hip and our upper leg. As you extend, our option to extend this left foot out to bring the right ankle up to that left knee and then draw that foot back in to raise up this stretch. Our first option is definitely to move that foot away to lower the knee a little bit and alleviate that stretch. This is our first option here. Just feeling this stretch. Inhale to lengthen through the spine and exhale, checking in to soften the shoulders. A couple more options you can play with your body. On your next exhale, drawing the chest towards the spine or towards the shin. That's your first option here. Feel that stretch deepen a bit on the bent knee, the upper knee. Or another option is to be in your upright position and take your fingers and clasp them around the knee and draw the knee up towards your chest. You might feel some different muscles engage. Breathing into your hip joint, whatever option you're choosing, taking an inhale here, always lengthening, and an exhale, maybe moving a little deeper into the stretch, just taking little micro movements. Can you actually feel that hip relax even while you're stretching? Beautiful. Let's release that foot off the knee and just shake it out a bit. And pausing in stillness, notice the difference from one leg to the other. We take this time to really flex that awareness muscle, tuning in, making a brain-body connection. Let's lengthen that right foot forward to bring the left foot up now, stretching through the other side, drawing that foot back. My leg is definitely tighter on this side. You can see the knee is up a little bit higher. Every leg is different, even within the same body. Taking a nice inhale here. Let's begin by just making sure that our posture is nice and upright. We don't want to be moving into these postures or into these poses with bad posture. We want to make sure and keep our spine upright at all times. And then moving through whatever option works for you. As you exhale, you might move with your chest forward towards your shin, or the other option is clasping the fingertips around the knee and drawing the knee up towards your chest. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to soften a bit deeper into the stretch. Feeling that paradox of tension yet relaxing into the stretch at the same time. Beautiful. Let's release that foot down on the ground and shake it out a bit. Pausing in stillness, just feel what you feel. Beautiful. Let's do 2 more stretches here. I want to take or one more stretch with both legs. Let's take that right foot and extend it out, planting the heel in front of you. We're going to bring in a little bit of a stretch behind the leg and the back of the leg and our hamstring. And we're going to do that same movement. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, lead with the chest. We don't want to lead with the shoulders or the head. We want to lead with the chest, keep that nice tall spine, and find where you need to pause. Find where that stretch in the back of the leg. Find your limit. And then on your next inhale, draw the crown of the head up, draw that foot back to meet the other one, and just shake it out. Feel what you feel. Noticing the difference from one leg to the other. And noticing the thoughts that arise in your mind when you make that connection with your body. Are you offering compassion or gratitude or judgment? How are you rewiring those thoughts towards encouragement and support and patience? Beautiful. Let's extend the opposite leg now. Plant the heel. We don't want to lock the knee down, but we want to have a nice straight leg to really maximize the stretch on the back. So inhale to lengthen, exhale, lead with the chest. Coming forward, finding your limit. Feel that stretch emerge, targeted for the back of the leg. Can you feel that stretch run from the back of your lower back, the hip joint, all the way down to your Achilles, your heel? Any sensation in between. One more exhale to just soften in, deepening that stretch. And then on your next inhale, crown of the head floats up, drawing that foot back to meet the other foot and just shake it out a bit. And pausing here to just feel what you feel. Tuning in, taking a moment, Before we move on, let's sit ourselves back to the back of the chair. Taking an inhale to lengthen and then an exhale, just softening to the back of the chair, releasing your upper body for our closing meditation. Feel your body settle into the chair. Feel your mind settle in, drawing focus into your imagination as you close off the sense of sight. Maybe if you're comfortable closing your eyes, or just drawing focus to a point in front of you where you can soften the eyelids and just draw that focus inward into your imagination. Noticing how the body continues to settle, releasing tension. And allow your mind to carry you into this meditation, visualizing walking out your front door and taking that first step across the threshold, stepping into your favorite nature setting. With each step that you take through your doorway out into nature, can you feel all the layers fall away behind you, the titles and labels and names that you've acquired throughout your life? Just shedding all of those layers, moving yourself deeper into nature, tuning in to the deepest part of yourself. Maybe you turn around and look back and you see, what am I setting aside? What am I just dropping? Noticing how it feels to leave that title or label or notion or perspective about yourself behind as you move forward in light, feeling lighter. And starting to tune in to that nature around you. What does the ground feel like beneath your feet? What does the sound of the ground sound like? With each step, are you walking on a sandy beach? Are you walking on a garden path or a grassy meadow? We tune into our senses even within our imagination. What are the smells of your nature setting? What are the other sensations of touch within your nature setting? What do you see all around you in your favorite nature setting? Making that connection, allowing yourself to glow brighter and brighter as nature welcomes you in, your true nature, meeting the beautiful landscape around you, surrounded by birds or other creatures unseen. Noticing what it feels like to move towards a seated position within your favorite nature setting. Maybe you're sitting on a bench or a log. Maybe you're sitting on the ground. And just noticing the difference of what it feels like to be in this immersive experience within your imagination compared to the experience of sitting in the chair throughout our practice. Noticing the difference, allows our brain, our mind, our consciousness to make that connection with what makes us feel joy, with the things that allow us to relax, with the things that allow us to just be. Our true nature within true nature. You belong here, in this state of joy. Now allowing yourself to shift your consciousness back into this space slowly as you stand up and walk back towards the path that you came in on. Noticing all of the titles and labels and experiences that you left behind. Actively picking up those that serve you, those that offer you the opportunity to serve others, those titles and labels that have been with you your entire lifetime to fill a role that was just meant for you on this earth. Lovingly picking up those titles and labels, drawing them back into your space, back into your awareness, knowing that you can return to your true nature anytime through the power of your mind. Beautiful. Fluttering open the eyes, maybe wiggling the fingers and the toes, and opening up for a big hug from me to you. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you found a little less stress and a little more ease in your body, mind, and spirit.